Provisional NCEA results show a sharp decline in Level 1 attainment. Of the participating students last year, 70% passed the assessment compared to 81.9% in 2023. To find out what happened, Zane Small sat down with Education Minister Erica Stanford. But first we hear from Avondale College student Sophia Longstaff, who studied hard and passed Level 1, but told us some of her peers didn't.
I was quite excited, and it did give me confidence because I feel like I can pass Level 2 and Level 3 as well if I try hard and do lots of studying. There are a few people that I know who didn't pass and they're a bit upset about that. They said that it was kind of hard this year.
So, Minister, a 12 percentage point decline in NCEA Level 1 attainment. What happened?
Well, look, the first thing we need to say is congratulations to all those young people who sat NCEA Level 1, 2 and 3 at the end of last year and have had incredible success. We always knew that Level 1 was going to drop this year for a number of reasons, but the main reason is that literacy and numeracy assessment that they have to sit in order to get Level 1. We could see last year that there were a group of students that just weren't able to pass it. They still do have another 2 years to get it, so all is not lost, and I'd encourage them to go back and we will support them. But we know that the reality is we have a very big problem with literacy and numeracy, and when you ask students to pass a foundational literacy and numeracy assessment, it turns out that all the things we've been saying for the last few years have been correct. We have a massive problem with literacy and numeracy, and these results expose that.
Okay, and there's fewer schools that are participating in NCEA Level 1. Is it still relevant?
Look, at the moment, I would say NCEA Level 1 is relevant because there is nothing to replace it with. But it is my view, and the view of many educators, that 3 years of high stakes assessment is too many. We're literally the only country that we compare ourselves to that has 3 years of these high stakes assessment, and it's too much for our kids. So we will be looking seriously this year at what we do with Level 1. Look, and if we do end up talking to the sector and agreeing that we need to replace it, well, we need to look at what do we replace it with, and it will look like something like good literacy, good numeracy, maybe your driver's licence if you're going to leave school. But really, Level 1 needs to be a ramp into Level 2, which is the primary qualification.
Okay, and what about Levels 2 and 3? How did students do?
But we can see this year that Level 2 and 3 at the moment are on par. What I expect, and I've heard from NZQA, that once the final results come in, that actually Level 2 and 3 will be slightly higher than the previous year, which is great.
How do you, as Education Minister, plan to raise literacy and numeracy skills?
500,000 maths books go out this year to 92% of schools, primary and intermediate, that have ordered them. Those are detailed lesson plans and guidebooks for teachers, workbooks and study books for students. So my message to parents is when you go into your classroom this year, your children will be learning to read using structured literacy. They will have a maths book that you can go into the classroom, you can open it up and you can see how your children are doing. And this year really is going to be the year that we are going to enable parents to know what their children are learning, should be learning, where they should be at, and what more can they do in the home. Because this can't all be on our teachers and our principals. It needs to be on our caregivers and our parents as well.
Education Minister Erica Stanford, thank you very much.
Thank you.